Hi, this is Gavin at businessautomationtips.com, and this is my blog post, How to Automate a Business in the Service Industry. Service-centric businesses are notoriously tough to automate. In this post I want to dispel this myth and describe how you can automate your service-related business just as you can any other. This statement is born from small and individually run businesses, particularly freelance workers such as designers, writers and programmers, etc., where the owner or manager is often the one performing the actual work for the customers or clients. It's a tough pattern to break out of. You want to ensure that your client's work is delivered on time and to a great standard of quality, and you don't have the financial or physical resources to expand your business at this point in time and set on employees to deal with the day-to-day activities for you. So you're stuck in a routine of accepting work, working closely with the client throughout the project, delivering the work, then moving on to the next project, with perhaps a few hours each week dedicated to marketing or advertising to bring in even more work to consume your time. This is a dangerous pattern and can quite quickly and easily inhibit the long-term growth of your business. While you're being consumed by the day-to-day activities, your industry might be changing direction. The industry may start to demand new skills and experience as new design programs are developed, new computer languages are introduced, or some other new technologies make the technology you're currently using in your business defunct. You don't want this to happen, do you? So you need to figure out a way that you can maintain and grow current revenue levels, keep customers satisfied and coming back, and also free up some of your time to focus on the long-term growth and development of your business. It's not actually as hard as it sounds. The hardest part is freeing up your time to think about automating your business processes. Once you've done this, you can start to move forward with your thinking. When I was running my copywriting company, I was in a similar situation to most freelancers, if not tougher. Often people branch off into freelancing or running their own business after working in an industry-related company for a while. Well, I set this company up with no prior experience or contacts in the industry. Nobody had heard of me. In fact, I even had to set the company up while studying the final few courses for my degree in business. So I had very little time to spare, no contacts, very little money, and no portfolio or experience. And the most impending problem of all that point was no other source of income. So it had to work. So here's what I did. Number one, I outsourced the actual process of writing for clients. Number two, I developed an online review process that involved clients throughout the entire duration of their project. And number three, I spent the rest of my time marketing the business and developing value in my brand. Essentially, I offloaded two activities that consume 90 to 95% of the typical copywriter's time and focused more on building value in the business, not keeping it ticking over for the short term. By outsourcing the writing process, yes, it was somewhat less profitable in the short term, as I could have done this myself at a lower short-term cost, but it allowed me to tackle the issue of no portfolio or experience. So in developing my network of writing contacts, I was then able to get their permission to use their work examples to win work. And in such a meritocratic industry, this was essential for success. I also got past the point of having very little money. Using freelancers as opposed to in-house employees gave me the flexibility in my costs. I only paid for the work I needed doing. It's also allowed me to take on a wider breadth of experience and specialisms at no additional cost, which was a huge selling point for clients. And again, I had very little time to spare, so this again got past this point. I just sent the project brief to the freelancers I thought were most suitable to each particular project, and thus did not get consumed in the writing process itself. The online review process was the only one of its kind in the industry at the time. It allowed clients to view the progress of the work in real time as it was being written by the freelancers. It gave them the ability to then comment on the work at any given time. It effectively reduced turnaround times as changes to text could be made in the early stages as opposed to writing full first drafts and then making changes afterwards. And it also put the onus of reviewing and monitoring quality on the client themselves rather than on me. If they did not like the standard of work that was being produced by the writer, it could be stopped in the early stages and readdressed before the client became dissatisfied, or with very little input from myself. On top of all this, I had the system built by an old college friend, so it cost me next to nothing. So, from my experience with small businesses operating in the service industry, here's a few things for you to consider in order to free up some of your time to dedicate to developing your business in the long term. Number one, consider outsourcing the most time-intensive activities in your business. Number two, find ways to use technology, particularly the internet, to automate some of your business processes. And number three is seek any automation opportunities that also add value to the business from a client's perspective, and ensure you communicate any of these advantages in your marketing. If you have an idea for automating your business through the use of technology but think it will cost too much to develop, and don't have an old college friend as I did to develop the system, try listing a project on a website called Odesk. It's www.odesk.com. You can get the link through my blog, businessautomationtips.com. This site gives you the opportunity to list any project you need completing, and have people or companies from around the world place bids and prices for completing that project for you. It's great because you can take advantage of disparities between the world's economies. So where a software development project completed in the UK might cost upwards of £10,000, in India the same project might cost just £2,000. Odesk is a great resource, and I encourage anybody to use it. And again, you can get that link from businessautomationtips.com. That's an affiliate link there. If you're wondering what happened to the copywriting business, I sold the goodwill of the company 12 months after starting it to an aspiring writer who wanted a brand and an existing loyal customer base to work from. Two of the very things I personally lacked when I first established the business just 12 months earlier, so it's quite ironic. This is a testament to keeping your eye on the longer term picture, not getting wrapped up in the day-to-day activities as a small business owner or manager. Do you run a service-related business or company? And what takes up the majority of your time? That's what I would be interested in hearing from you about. This has been Gavin from businessautomationtips.com. I hope you found this useful. Thanks. Bye-bye.